Hi students, welcome to this lesson. In the last few lessons, I have discussed the questions of sets first unit and then the second unit relations and functions. Of course, combining first PUC as well as second PUC portions. This is the third unit. Here I will be discussing trigonometry in general, that is the common unit, and I will be combining first PUC portion as well as second PUC portion, that is trigonometry which you have studied in the first PUC, trigonometric functions, then formula etc., then trigonometric equations, then triangle, heights and distance, whatever related concepts are there. So those questions. Then in the secondary I have studied inverse trigonometric functions. Therefore, this unit will combine both first PUC as well as second PUC. So the unit is trigonometry. In the beginning, I will be discussing in few lessons concept based MCQ. I made it very clear. Instead of discussing the theory, what I am planning is I am directly taking the MCQs. Of course, many of them are not asked in CET, but those questions will help you to understand the concept in the beginning. And the second one is it becomes a practice because you are taking it as a MCQ. So it is also a practice for preparing for CET. So with this intention, I have included in the beginning MCQ only. Then as we continue, I will be taking the old previous question papers and the questions which are asked in this particular unit. And trigonometry is very important because even in all the CET papers, if you see previous papers, a lot of questions are from this unit. Therefore, you have to give more importance for this topic. So this is the information I would like to share with you. Now let us start. The first question, the value of 2 into sine 6x plus cos 6x minus 3 sine 4x plus cos 4x plus 1 is, so 2, then 0, then 4, then 6. So this is of course based on the knowledge of your formula. So first let us take the given expression 2 sine 6x plus cos 6x minus 3 sine 4x plus cos 4x plus 1. Now you have to make use of this formula a cube plus b cube identity, which is equal to a plus b, then a square plus b square minus ab. Therefore what we have to do is only the first term sine 6x plus cos 6x, you have to write it as sine square x whole cube, then cos square x whole cube, where a is sine square x, b is cos square x. So that is the substitution. Therefore when you substitute this in the formula a cube plus b cube, you get 2 into sine square x plus cos square x bracket sine 4x plus cos 4x minus sine square x cos square x. This will be the simplification of the first term only. Other two terms as it is, that is minus 3 into sine 4x plus cos 4x plus 1 as it is. Now you know that sine square x plus cos square x is 1. Therefore that can be replaced by 1. Then once again you have to simplify further. So we get remove the bracket now. 2 sine 4x then 2 cos 4x minus 2 sine square x cos square x, and you have to remove the bracket in the second term also, minus 3 sine 4x minus 3 cos 4x. Now when you simplify, you get minus sine 4x minus cos power 4x, then minus 2 sine square x cos square x, then plus 1. Now if you take minus sign outside from the first three terms, then it will be sine 4x plus cos 4x plus 2 sine square x cos square x, which is in the form a plus b whole square. Therefore you can write it as actually minus bracket sine square x plus cos square x whole square plus 1. Therefore it is definitely minus 1 plus 1, so it is 0. So this is the first question. Now let us go to the next one. Cos 4x minus sin 4x equal to how much? So 4 options are given. See, this is also based on the knowledge of your formula. So last year you have studied. So we can do like this. Cos 4x minus sin 4x you can write as cos square x whole square minus sin square x whole square. So a square minus b square formula, which is a plus b into a minus b. Very simple. And you know that cos square x plus sin square x is 1. Therefore definitely you can write it as cos square x minus sin square x. Actually this is cos 2x actually, and Cos 2x also you know it is 2 cos square x minus 1, or even you can replace sin square x there by 1 minus cos square x. Both are one and the same. So the option is B. So this is the second question. Third one, if sin x plus cos x equal to 0 and condition is x lies between 0 and pi, means it is either in the first quadrant or in the second quadrant. What is x? This is of course very simple concept based question. You can definitely say it cannot be 0, it cannot be pi by 4, because pi by 4 means it will be both positive. Pi by 2, of course, sin is 1, cos is 0, definitely it is 3 pi by 4, but we can verify like this. Sin 3 pi by 4 is sin pi minus pi by 4, that is sin pi by 4, 1 by root 2. Please note I am solving this one not because this type of question is asked in CET, just to revise what we have done in the first piece. For example, say supplementary allied angle, then supplementary angle when it is given, how to convert. Just to revise I am taking this type of example. Similarly, cos 3 pi by 4, see, remember this one, because in future sometimes this type of questions are required. So cos of pi minus pi by 4, but it is in the second quadrant, so cos is negative, so it is minus 1 by root 2. Therefore definitely B is the option. Next, third one, fourth one, if tan a plus cot a equal to 4, what is tan 4a plus cot 4a? So 110, 191, 80 and 194. Let us take the given quantities tan a plus cot a equal to 4. So let us square it, so that this will be equal to 16. Left hand side tan a plus cot a whole square, right hand side 16, and that is equal to, let us expand, tan square a plus cot square a plus 2 tan a cot a, this is equal to 16. But tan a cot a is 1 because it is reciprocal. Therefore you get tan square a plus cot square a into 2 into 1, because tan a cot a is 1, that is equal to 16. Therefore what we do is, we will take tan square a plus cot square a equal to, therefore 14. So take 2 this side. Now what is required is tan 4a plus cot 4a, once again square it. Therefore tan square a plus cot square a whole square will be equal to 196. 14 square is 196. Once again square it. So it is tan 4a plus cot 4a plus 2 tan square a cot square a, this equal to 196. Once again, so tan square a cot square a is once again 1. Therefore what happens is tan 4a plus cot 4a into plus 2 into 1 equal to 196. Definitely 2 should be taken to the right hand side. So tan 4a plus cot 4a will be equal to 194. So I think D is the option. So this is fourth question. All these questions will help you to revise the formula. Next, fifth question. If 5 tan x equal to 4, then what is the value of 5 sin x minus 3 cos x divided by 5 sin x plus 2 cos x? So this equal to 0, 1, then 1 by 6, then 6. So let us work out. So 5 sin x minus 3 cos x divided by 5 sin x plus 2 cos x. So what we have to do is divide numerator and denominator by cos, because we want tan there. Therefore sin by cos is tan, that we know. Therefore dividing both numerator and denominator by cos x, that's the first step. Then when you separate them, you get 5 sin by cos becomes 5 tan x, 3 by cos x cancels in the numerator. Similarly in the denominator also, you get 5 tan x minus 3, 5 tan x plus 2. Now it is already given 5 tan x is 4, therefore substitute. So 4 minus 3 by 4 plus 2, so it is 1 by 6. Therefore C is the option. So this is fifth question. Now let us go to the next one. Sixth question. If secant theta equal to m and tan theta equal to n, then what is the value of 1 upon m bracket m plus n plus 1 upon m plus n equal to how much? So this is the question. This is a very important question in terms of the concept. because this is the type of question where we miss and sometimes unnecessarily we calculate. See, first what I have to do is secant theta is m and secant tan theta is n, that is given. First let us find what is 1 by m plus n. So this will be equal to 1 by, see, m is secant theta, n is tan theta. Now what I do is I multiply by secant theta minus tan theta divided by secant theta minus, that means multiply and divide. Now when you simplify, what do you get? You get secant theta minus tan theta divided by secant square theta minus tan square theta. This is very important. Now you see what happens is secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Therefore it is secant theta minus tan theta. Therefore it is m minus n. Therefore 1 by m plus n itself is m minus 1. Then there is no difficulty in solving this problem now. Therefore this can be now written as 1 by m plus n plus, instead of 1 by m plus n we have to write m minus n. So this will be equal to 1 by m, n cancels, m will be 2m because m plus m. So definitely it is 2. Therefore the option is A. So this is the 6th question. Let us take the next one. 7th one. Sine square 17.5 degree plus sine square 72.5 degree equal to. So answers given are, of course every answer is also given in terms of degree only. So first, sine square 17.5 degree plus cos square 72.5 degree will be equal to, sorry, there is a mistake, it is sine square 72.5 degree. So that will be equal to, please correct that one, sine square 17.5, it is sine square 72.5 only, but sine square 72.5 I can write it as sine square of 90 minus 72.5. So that will be equal to sine square 17.5. See, sine square 90 minus 17.5 is cos square 17.5. I am reminding you once again, there is a typing error in the second term in the given expression. It should be sine square 72.5. And this will be equal to now sine, because sine of 90 degree minus 17.5 is cos square 17. This is a complementary ratio, that is allied angle. So this will be equal to 1. Let me tell you one shortcut here. Whenever you get sine square theta and sine square theta, suppose if the sum is 90, then the second one becomes cos square. So that is one thing. So therefore sine square theta plus cos square theta is always 1. This type of question, how they give is sine square theta only they give, then sine square, another one will be 90 minus theta they will give. So for example 10 degree and 80 degree, like that. Here purposely he has given fraction, that's the decimal point. So this is 1. So please note there is a small error in the question in the second term of the left hand side. So but here 1 is not the option given, because this question is asked to test whether you know the values. Therefore definitely it is tan square 45 degree, because tan 45 degree is 1. So this is 7th question. Then 8th question, if A lies in the second quadrant and 3 tan A plus 4 equal to 0, then find the value of 5 cot A minus 5 cos A plus sin A is equal to. So options are given, minus 53 by 10, then minus 7 by 10, then 7 by 10 and 23 by 10. Now let us work out like this. 3 tan A plus 4 equal to 0. This implies tan A equal to minus 4 by 3. This is one important thing. Second one, you should be very careful in calculating the remaining ratios, especially with respect to sine, because A lies in the second quadrant. That is very important. So now what I do is, when tan A is minus 4 by 3, definitely cot A is its reciprocal minus 3 by 4. No problem, because cot A is required. Then what is required is cos A is also required. First I will find secant square A. We know that secant square A is 1 plus tan square A. Therefore substitute 1 plus minus 4 by 3 whole square. So simplify, you get 1 plus 16 by 9, that is equal to 25 by 9 secant square A. Therefore, definitely secant A is minus 5 by 3. Very important, because A is in the second quadrant. That is very important. A lies in the second quadrant. So it is minus. Then cos A is therefore will be equal to minus 3 by 5. Once you know cos A equal to 3 by 5, definitely you can say sin A equal to Pythagoras triangle 4 by 5. But here you should be careful. For sin it is positive because A is the second quadrant. Therefore, I have written inside the bracket. Now every value you know ratio, just substitute. So when you substitute, you get this value 2 into minus 3 by 4 minus 5 into minus 3 by 5 plus 4 by 5. Simplify, you get the answer 23 by 10. So you can check it. So D is the option. D is the option. So let us go to the next question. See, if sin x1 plus sin x2 plus sin x3 equal to 3, then what is the value of cos x1 plus cos x2 plus cos x3? Of course, there is no calculation here. If you know the reason why this 3 is given, it is very simple. Now let me explain. See, what is the maximum value of sin x? For any value of x, it is 1. Now look at the given condition. Sin x1 plus sin x2 plus sin x3 equal to 3 means every one should be equal to 1, because if you take point say less than 1, suppose sin x1 is less than 1, what you have to do is other two you have to take more than 1, which is not possible because maximum itself is 1. Therefore, what we have to do is every one we have to take as 1 only. Sin x1 also equal to sin x2 also equal to sin x3, and this should be equal to 1. This is only possibility because the right side 3 is given. And same thing, suppose minus 3 is given also, same thing, it will be minus 1. So that is the idea. So this question you can tackle only when you know that maximum value of sin x is 1 and sum of 3 sin x1 sin x2 sin x3 3 means each one must be 1 only. So this is the idea. Now there is no difficulty. So therefore x1 must be equal to x2 must be equal to x3, and that must be equal to 90 degree, because you know sin 90 is 1. Therefore there is no difficulty now. Cos 90 and cos 90 and cos 90, because x1 x2 x3 all are equal. So cos x1 and cos x2 cos x3 will be equal to 0. Therefore cos x1 plus cos x2 plus cos x3 is also 0. So D is the option. This is a simple concept based question, but very important. Then the next 10th question. 1 minus tan square 45, it is not 450, 45 degree, there is also a small mistake, divided by 1 plus tan square 45 degree minus A, it is minus A is equal to, so there is a typing error, sin 2A, cos 2A and tan 2A. So let us take, here I have corrected it, 1 minus tan square 45 degree minus A divided by 1 plus tan square 45 degree minus A. So this will be equal to, now what we have to do is 1 minus tan square can be written as sin square 45 degree minus A divided by cos square 45 degree minus A. Below here also there is a small mistake, it should be degree. So this equal to, now so you have to take the LCM, cos square 45 degree minus A, then cos square, so take LCM, cos square 45 degree minus A minus sin square 45 degree minus A in the numerator. Denominator it is plus, that is only difference. Now you can cancel cos square. So these are the two things. Now you have to simplify. This is cos square 45 degree minus A minus sin square 45 degree minus A only, because denominator cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1 always. Therefore now cos square x minus sin square x formula is cos 2x. Therefore using that formula we can write it as cos 2 45 degree minus A, which will be equal to cos 90 minus 2A, taking 2 inside. So you know the allied angle ratio rule, therefore this is sin 2A. So sin 2A is the first option. So this is the 10th question. Thank you for viewing this video. I hope you have liked this video. I am just helping you to revise the concept. In the next lesson, let us consider some more questions, because in the beginning let us revise the entire chapter. Then we will take MCQ from previous question papers. I hope you have subscribed my channel. If not, please subscribe and share with your friends. And I am putting all these things in a particular playlist, Karnataka CET. Therefore, you can watch all the videos and get the benefit. Let us meet in the next lesson. Till then, bye. Take care.